But there are concerns about how it will impact all of us here in Georgia. Mara Siriani explains.
In this White House document sent to 11 Alive, it says Georgia will get $4.7 billion in state funding, $3.6 billion in local relief, and nearly 10 million Georgians would get a $1,400 stimulus check. Governor Kemp is critical of the plan, saying Georgia would be the hardest hit state because the allocation formula is anchored in state unemployment numbers. He's even urged Georgia's 2 senators to vote against it. Reverend Raphael Warnock has already said he supports the package. Financial expert Andrew Poulos looked at the plan and says most Georgians will only feel direct impact from a few parts of the package.
The majority of what people will feel the effect and receive is that direct payment.
The White House says the plan will include relief through the earned income tax credit for more than 500,000 workers without children. The plan also includes $4.5 billion in relief for Georgia K-12 schools. Critical funding as districts begin working to get educators vaccinated starting Monday, and Governor Kemp encourages schools to resume in-person learning 5 days a week.
We have no time to waste.
Poulos says the back and forth he's seen between Democrats and Republicans is more political banter than anything. He says certain parts of the plan can help Americans immediately.
Whether it's 2 trillion or 1 trillion or 2 billion or 1 billion, whatever the number is at the end of the day, if it's not going into people's pocket, they're not going to feel it.
That was Mara Siriani reporting for us. So we have new